the last live of the day, and I'm still working on these Stormfiends, and they have their armor ready, the skill and fur is ready, cloth here is ready, weapons also. So here in fact what I'm doing is working on the crystals, and so here this is just a base coat, greenish white from AK to cover all the crystals, and they will be green, so I can show you my future, and the most important, the medium color like this. I will use all of these colors to paint these warpstone crystals, as you can see here. Okay. I think tonight I may just do the base coat of all the warpstone, and that will be enough. I will paint for about an hour, and then I will call it a night, because it's nighttime for me where I live. And so let me see if I'm comfortable here. Yeah, okay, very good. And you have the model in big on the screen, so that's perfect. This one I haven't finished. Okay, let me just check. Open the window for the live here, and let me check. Okay, here I have finally decided to paint these few crystals here and there. I finished the previous live wondering if I should or not paint these 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will, and it will be a great opportunity to have variation in the intensity of the glow of the crystal, right? So it's not just crystal, some will glow more, some will glow less. And in fact, it's really easy. Those who are in the light, so this one at the top, they will, yeah, here we go. They will glow less. Let me check, where is my, okay, here we go. They will glow less than some that are in the shadow. So in fact it's 1, 2, especially these two here, maybe this one also. This one will have to glow, so I will see case by case. Maybe two at the back will glow less, this one will glow more. These two will be hopefully the most intense and with the most light, because they are themselves in the shadow. Okay, have my music, background music ready. That's cool. And I'm ready to paint. Very good. Okay, so that's my palette. Very simple. I've painted the metallics and the shades, and now it's this greenish white from AK. Let's go. Slight a bit of water on the brush just to feed the body, and then not thinning down too much. And so here I go. I take the scary step, dusting a little bit, and the scary step was just to paint these instead of leaving them, because first that will add some work on a paint job that promises to be pretty heavy already, and also to turn the model into a Christmas tree, because it would have so many lights. But I take the challenge, and I will just have some of these crystals, like I said, glowing less intense. So variation in the intensity of the glow. I think that's very interesting. I don't know if you see how this paint has been flowing in the recess here. You see it's closing the gap on its own. That's AK paints. They're just great. So we have one here. I was afraid that it would be overkill, like too much glow, too much crystals everywhere. But yeah, I think it's also a chance to learn a new skill, just to measure the intensity of the glow. And I think it's a real challenge because whether it glow or it doesn't, and if it doesn't shine, if it doesn't shine enough, then it doesn't glow, right? So how do you have just a slight glow? I'll see. I don't know how successful I will be in this task, but the only way to know is to try. So I'm just doing it slowly. I'm taking my time. I don't want to have any mistake on the armor that I don't want to touch up later. I want to keep it. Yes, that's enough. But you see now, it really makes me think of the Christmas tree, right? You see all the lights here. Well, this will be a green glow. And that's why I'm talking about the Christmas tree. But I think I will just start darker, and that's a good option. I will, instead of starting this, like, let's say, instead of having these 3 colors, so that would be for the lightest, and even up to the white, greenish white here, I will just do something maybe like this, right? 1 tone down for some of these crystals and try to play with the intensity. That's my plan, because here you see that's a lot, really, that's a lot. But just for the challenge, I've decided to do it. So that's 2 of them done, and now I have some other. So this guy is the same, kind of the same back. Yes, two crystals like this, right? So it's the same. So and then here inside there is nothing. I will leave it as is. At the back, nothing. Just trying to spot the areas. Okay, so this is pretty light, only 2. Very good, I will take it. Oh, and the runes, I will do that another time. I'm pretty sure tonight I won't have the time to do everything. But let's go. Enough talk. This is, I think, this will be like straightforward. I'm happy to be able to say that. Because this is as a commission painting, I will do just a little bit more than what I have been asked for, just because it's good to always get better, you see. That's the idea here, just like I said, taking the challenges, and it's a chance to get better. And also this miniature is pretty cool. That's always something. Of course it plays. I really want to give them this very dark and grimdark and kind of from the dungeon, like the monsters from the dungeon, like this a vibe, pretty dark, like zombies from the 90s or something like this. Okay. So we'll have a second pass. So this I do the live, not as tutorial, and just I share my painting session. If you want to join and paint along or just chill. Um, Sometimes I just don't know what I'm going to do, what I'm doing. So, and if you want to see the results, the end results, you can check my Instagram Chronicles of Tiny Battles all together. So no space between the words. And you will find 3 rat ogres that I just did. And these guys, they will have the same kind of crystals. Hopefully I will be faster and maybe a bit better. So that's the objective here. Great and faster, right? So I cannot say fast because this won't be fast, but faster than the previous models is always a good objective. Just a bit of incremental improvement. Okay, so I will let it dry before I go for with the second pass, because I see here, of course, it's not dry. Let me see here. I missed a spot. Okay, trying to get a good coverage, but that will require 2 passes for this huge piece of crystal. But I would rather take, of course, as a painter, I would rather take 1 big crystal because then I will do the OSL. So here I have like how many tiny crystals? That's that many OSLs. So, but it's always, just like I said, the challenge. How do you make that work on the model? Because the problem is to translate the idea into something that you can digest and that you have the room to express. Of course, the more you go into details, the more you will create the room you need. But sometimes it's just too much on the miniature, and it affects the readability. So again, these all of these sources of OSL with all these crystals, great opportunity to learn. No stress. Just, in fact, this is just base coating, so just being careful not to put this strong white paint over everything. And that's my only job here. You had one job, this kind of situation. Yeah, so here you see a bit of a dot here. There will be the OSL, but I will still wipe it just to show you. Here I have some white. Well, it's a greenish white, so it's not pure white, but definitely a lot of white. So I had water in my brush, and now I still need to wipe again slight bit of paint here, as you can see, and boom, that's cleaned up. So that's super useful if you have never done that. No need to let it dry and have another pass like of black or whatever after that. Take the advantage of the paint being wet. You clean up your brush and you use it as a tissue, you know. That's kind of the idea. So you wipe a bit with a clean brush and water, not too much, otherwise the paint will spread everywhere. So the first pass is not too wet, and once the bigger part of the paint, the paint spot has been evacuated, now you can add a bit more water to dilute the remnants that are still on the model. And again, then you wash your brush, clean your brush, and then again you pass it with how many passes, it depends, but we're talking about cleaning a mistake. So once you have removed most of the paint, the last pass should be with a dry brush, not a dry brush like this, but you should not have water in your tip, just because you want to absorb the paint, the water. Sorry. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's see if I can clean this slight bit here, but I think it's dry already. It is dry, so whatever. Oh, it is coming off. It is. Wow. Oh, is it? Yes, it is slightly, but it's not too important. It was just to try. Oh yeah, it was dry, but I pushed it pretty aggressively with the tip of the brush. Kind of scrap it with the tip of the brush. I don't know if you saw that, but it's on camera. And it worked, so that's pretty perfect. Okay, so that's everything we have on this model. Very good. So now I will have a second pass, starting with what is dry. Second pass is always faster. Up here in frame, sorry. So I'm not really looking for a 100% opacity, but the more opaque, the better, that's for sure, because I will use very translucent paints on that. So if I still have some patches of black, that will be noticeable. I'm going to use fluorescent paint, yellow, and so this really is very weak. The yellow fluo paints, so if I don't have a good base coat, the black of the initial coat will definitely be seen through the yellow fluo paint, for sure. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So that was a lot faster. And you see, we're having good opacity. So I have 6 of them to do. So that's why I think tonight, that's the only thing I will do, because I will just paint for about an hour. I don't want to go to bed too late. But a session, an evening painting session, although it's not optimal. The best is the morning, because you have the best focus. Yes, here we go. Okay, I think it's pretty good enough. I will let that dry. and go on to my third model. So 1, 2, 3 here. That's one squad of 3, and I will do the other squad of 3. Okay. Let me see what we have. Ah, perfect. No crystal. Yes. Easy job. Well, I will still have some light effect because from the stitches. Haha. Yes, there is an opportunity here to add some beautiful greenery. It's just inside here. It could be the needle and this kind of bar, like to see the level. They could be on transparent surface. So this could be metal, but somewhat transparent, and then we would see the liquid inside. That could be a good opportunity to have some green here and here, because this is a focal point of the miniature for sure. Right? You come here and you would see that. So let me think about it. Oh yeah, okay, I will start here, just simple, so I have more time to think about it. This is the live, so I'm thinking, painting, talking at the same time. So here I would need more dilution. I want the paint to go in the recesses. Wow, look at that. This is really AK paints, just the best. I was a Vallejo user and pretty faithful. I was recommended AK by a friend while asking for the new Vallejo sets. And so I tried, and wow, yes. If you're looking for paints, just get these like AK ones. They're really the best. Same price, but so much more just efficient. Everything, to be honest. I'm not sponsored by. I wish I was, but you see my channel, guys. No. So please, guys, if you fancy subscribing, I will do some lives. In the weekend, I will do only the evening, but weekdays I will do maybe 2 to 3 lives a day, just because I'm painting. So let's see what we have. I think I could do that here. Let's do it and see what we get. But I think it's pretty sweet to have the needle would be, you see, darker, and the background would be green, so the needle would be black or so. And so here I just want to be careful. I don't care about the needle. I will do it at the very end, but I don't want to cover parts of the armor. In fact, I can do it now. I will try to clean it now a little bit, so I can keep the... Yes, you see that? And now I rinse my brush to clean it, and I will do that again. And like this is the best situation, because I will still have a bit of white on top of these parts. Wow, it's kind of burnt on camera. I have to clean the other brush, becoming just more precise. Like this. Yes, now you see. I can go over it. I will go over these parts, the black parts, with the rest of the background, but the background has a solid coat, while this is pretty black. And so it will be as if the light is kind of having an effect, even though if it's behind it. The light could be so powerful that it brings in some transparency or whatever the effect. Definitely like some light from the sides. Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. And really, it's just I have plans for the colors, but I don't have plans for exactly which part will be what color, and I'm just adjusting on the go. So here I'm just wetting the surface to improve the flow. And so when I just have some, look at that, just like inks, but this is a paint, right? This is not an ink, but that's the power of the AK paints. They just flow so much better. Ooh, it's a declaration of love. Really, it's better by a strong margin. Okay, and now so I will do the same. I will wipe here. Oh, yep. And the kind of gouge here. Have to wipe my brush. More. Yes, I have lost the parts here. Just trying to clean as much as I can, but these are very thin parts. Well, pretty thin parts, and the cleaning is not the easiest. Apparently, oops. So the key is to not give up. I will just dilute the paint that is on top. I won't brush too much, otherwise you see I'm in fact absorbing the paint you see here again. So oh, okay, I'm putting it back. Very good. So do like that. Last pass here. I want to get this behind. Yeah, that will work. Something like this. So I have my two here. Okay, pretty good. And I believe that's all we have here. So we had to have something interesting. Oh yeah, we will have the pipes, but you know, that's not... Yeah, we have this here. Well, if you see any other place that would deserve some green glow, except the pipes, I mean, that's everything I can see. I'm watching, but I cannot see. Watching, but cannot see any other parts. Well, the eyes, I will take my a very thin brush to do like the eyes and this kind of thinner elements. Like maybe here in between, just like as if it was leaking. But for now, I believe that's all. I will reinforce slightly now that it is dry. Just reinforce slightly the biggest areas. Okay, and here the same. Yes. Well, good job. That was quick, perfect. Here, reinforcing maybe here. Let's have the water. Just like that, perfect. Okay, good. Oh yeah, that's also another technique, just with the finger. Yeah, that's good enough. That will do for the preparation step. Okay, that's 4. So 2 left. Oh yeah, okay. Let's do this one first. They all have pretty fair amount of warpstone. I find this slightly silly. This warpstone on the head like this looks like, you know, like a Chinese hat or traditional costume stuff, like the princesses, the imperatrice, you say, empress, the empress would have. So this is just a base coat, really, for green glowing warpstone. You can check my Instagram if you want to see Chronicles of Tiny Battles, the rat ogres that I have already painted that really glow pretty hard. To be honest, I went pretty hard, and the pictures are not edited. I've seen that in some comments, like, oh, it's edited, blah blah. It is not. It's not. The pride of a painter is to show on the internet what he does for real. That's how it is for me. But of course, it's a bit early to talk of a hard glow because now it's just the base coat. So, but trust the process is always the same thing. Trust the process. It's pretty hard to get in there. You see, like here, this area underneath. Oof, I would need a thinner brush. Okay, here we go. Hit it. Ah, yeah. Okay, that's our guy with his big warpstone on the forehead. That's his brain. Good enough. There will be some light, OSL light coming in afterwards. So he has that. Let me check for anything else. not on the legs. I cannot see anything on the legs. This I will pass on these vents here. Akuda Matata. Akuda, but I didn't. No, I will. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, and the other one. Oh no, I have to do this now. That's it. I got tricked. I tricked myself. Okay. I believe more water is necessary. Yes, something like this, because I want to keep the lines you see of the fans or the whatever you want to call it darker. I don't want to have to retouch too much. This should be kept pretty quick, hopefully. So 1, 2, and I should have, yes, I have one here in the weapon and the last one there. It's okay. When it's inside like this, it's always good to bring some interest to parts of the miniatures that are in the dark and not getting too much light anyway. So that would pop and bring in some interest. So that's very nice. I just bring in some more water, to just have it flow in the recesses, but not on the elevated surfaces. Okay, just wiping here, something like this. Sorry, it was a bit off camera. And the same here. Okay. So I'm just dropping more paint. Okay, here we go. So from the outside, we cannot see much, to be fair, but just when we turn, it's good to have just a bit of detail. And now, the most important, these I may not go with a full. I will start, they will be more like darker. I mean, sorry, like this. They would be darker with kind of some of lightning, so I won't do them now. I would better do them with a medium green, in fact. So let's not do more at this stage. And I'm just checking if I have anything else, but I don't think so. Just a second pass on this crystal. Yes, so these need a good base coat because they will be glowing pretty hard with fluorescent paint, and so we need that. We need that very light base coat with the fluor paints. Okay, so just stick to that. And yes, I will do this balls because I was about to paint them all in light green, but here, because they are tagged, well, there is a rune on this one. Change of plan. Because if you have everything glowing, what do you have in the rune? So this will have to be more subtle. The projectiles here, of course, they will be green and emitting some light, but not all over. They will have some kind of, you know, the boomas in Star Wars, the Gungans. They throw these little blue balls. Sorry, we call them boomas and the mega boomas, and I'm sure you know. So I will do kind of boomas for these Stormfiends. Yeah, that's it really. But here it's good because this glow is also on a weapon, so it's already put. It's already one of the focal points of the miniature. Okay, so I think that's really it. And then the last one, kind of the boss, summoning the thunder here. So here the claws inside will be emitting some light. So here he has one. Okay, very good. Where else? Nowhere else. So yes, the amount of work is not really, but here I will have this light and then lightning coming out of the claw and kind of going around maybe to the chest, you see, because here is really good position, like he's summoning. And I see that spinning somehow, like rotating like this, and then the warpstone. I could do some lightnings and stuff really, that could be epic. I will have an idea. I will discuss with myself and to see how far I go. So the cables, they would be glowing here and there. I think, yeah, I won't need more. That's the only thing I have here of warpstone. This is the equipment. So, oh, here, okay. I'm going slow enough because I don't want to miss any spot, and doing all the crystals, and then I realized that, oh, I forgot one. This is really something I want to avoid. Although it's not the end of the world, I would rather avoid this situation. And I'm just cleaning the edge here, although it will receive some light, OSL light, but I like to keep it clean. Okay. Again here, I have to clean up a little bit. Maybe I won't, it's okay. Yes, good. I won't, but I will, as always. Yeah, that's enough, just to dim it slightly. Oh, okay. These antennas here, but because they are this rounded shape, they don't look like crystals. I think I wouldn't. Maybe I have some thunder, like lightning going through, and having display the antennas, but not crystal stuff, right? Because this is coated. This is a tube, like tube. So the warpstone should be raw, like these guys here. So. So I have here some, I will have here and here. I think it's enough. I have the light here, maybe something coming here, lightnings. I'm just checking for more areas where with warpstone to make sure I don't forget anything. This is all equipment, so no. The pipes will glow, but yeah, that will be it really for this. The eyes, but I will do it afterwards. Okay, so let's do this. Oh yeah, you can see very good. The first pass is the most important. Defining the shape, and then I will just paint inside. So that's why here I'm taking my time. Yes, looking pretty good. And now the second one. Yeah, you see that? Good place to be. Some glowing, because that's natural. That's natural drawing the eye, even without the color. Oof. Okay, so I waited for it to dry. Maybe, yeah, this is dry, very good. So second pass, bit more paint. Okay. Here we go. Just blowing it to make it dry faster. Really, I don't need the hair dryer for that. You know, it's just a thin coat on a very tiny spot. Well, very tiny, you know. Look at that. Ooh. Really, this is rule of cool. You see the highlights on the armor. I'm not sure it's realistic, but it looks cool, so it's okay. It's enough. So here again, just reinforcing in the center. Not taking too much risk. On the sides, I want to do a dirty job. Okay. So I'm about to wait for it to dry now. Let me check on other models if I need second coat. Yeah, I will do it like on these three, definitely here. Okay, this one, yeah, maybe a little bit more to help. Yeah, that will be good enough on this one. This, yes, that would be good. Now that I have the paint on the palette, you can keep the paint for the next day if it doesn't dry on the palette. So here, that's mine. Very simple, just a box with a sponge and you know, homemade. and I can close it so it can keep the humidity. But even with that, the next day the paint consistency isn't the same, so it's best consumed fresh. So that's why I do all my coats now. So tomorrow I will be ready to go in with the green and work on the hard glow. Well, in fact, I will bring the shadows, and then it will be back and forth to bring some shading and then some highlights, and then I will refine the focal points. I don't know yet how long that will take me. I think maybe 40 minutes for one crystal, especially the big ones, because the big ones, they have these larger crevices, and so we still need to be precise with that, and so that's a big piece of work. The smaller ones should be quicker, can just follow the flow, and the eye will deceive you. The eye will, or your brain will deceive your senses, I guess. It will read for you. So when it's smaller, I think it's easier just because you don't have to go as much in detail. The brain will read something. But when it's bigger, of course, this has to be cleaner, with more interest and variations and stuff. But yeah, I just have like 4 very big crystals, these 4. So that's all right. I'm really happy to paint and use this beautiful greenish white that I haven't really used before because I just bought it. And really, on the camera, you cannot really see that it is white. Green, sorry. You cannot really see that it is green, but when here I hold the model, and yes, there is definitely something, so very subtle. It's nice to play with the subtlety of the things you have already building up. And that will be my last brush strokes here for this live. Just finishing the paint I have on the palette. Alright, this is because I will have some airbrushing too, but I will keep the airbrushing for when I have a full morning, or not in the evening. I'm too tired in the evening. So here is the evening for me. I don't know what time it is for you. Let me check if I have any comments. B4H. Well, that's a long name, and the screen is far. I don't know when you said that. I hope you're still there. Well, I didn't have my screen, so I'm sorry if you have already left. But I appreciate you guys showing up. You see, I'm a small channel. I've had it for a few years now, but only little by little have I done some, let's say, steps to really push the channel. Working on my painting skills has been one, and so believe it or not, this is a lot better than what I used to do not long ago. And when I say not long ago, it was long in time, because I was not painting much, but it's very quick in terms of the number of miniatures. And that's why now I do these lives, to show you, to discuss, to see what you guys need. If you need something, maybe you're just here to chill, which is perfectly fine. You are very welcome to chill with us here. But yes, my model count is pretty low. Okay, so here we have our 6 guys ready to be worked on more. tomorrow evening, I think I will paint something else, because tomorrow, the weekend, I'm just available in the evening. I don't want to do airbrush work in the evening because, you know, the cleanup is always a pain in the ass, I would say, to quote the ad. But I will paint something else. Maybe, sorry. Maybe this guy here. Ooh, where is it? Here. Okay. So this is a very different paint job. It's still a mouse, but this is a cool one, kind one. It looks nice. It has a lot of character, and I have some in-depth painting with that, pretty detailed. The light is coming from the left, and from the right we have this night light coming in. NMM here. It's not finished. The shield, the eyes, the blade here, the shadows, I have to rework that, but I may be working on that the weekends night, like tomorrow night and Sunday night. Okay, so that's the end of the live. Again, guys, check my channel if you haven't. You will see painting videos, dioramas. That's my big thing, because dioramas, they're very they need a lot of time and work. I cannot publish a video every week of a diorama, so but I'm working on these models. These are commission paintings, so I do that for somebody as a service, and then for myself I have these kind of paintings. I attend competition, so it's just the beginning, I understand that, but it's a lot of fun. And dioramas. So guys, if you haven't checked my channel, well, you can subscribe, check the videos. You will find something you like, hopefully. And well, see you next time, guys. Have a good one.